Know what sparks the light in you so that you, in your own way, can illuminate the world. Every human being carries within them a light. Not a metaphorical light in the sense of personality or talent alone, but a deeper luminosity, a quiet radiance that emerges when we are aligned with what is true, meaningful, and alive within us. This light is not given by society, it is not assigned by status, it is not measured by recognition, it is discovered. And to live spiritually is to come into intimate relationship with that inner flame, to understand what nourishes it, what dims it, and what allows it to shine. For the world is not illuminated by imitation, it is illuminated by authenticity. Many of us move through life unaware of what sparks the light within us. We follow inherited expectations, what success should look like, what happiness should feel like, what purpose should resemble, what paths are considered meaningful. We learn to prioritize productivity over presence, approval over alignment, and performance over truth. In doing so, the inner light does not disappear, but it becomes obscured. It flickers quietly beneath layers of fear, obligation, comparison, conditioning, self-doubt, and because this light is subtle, we may not notice its absence immediately. But its absence reveals itself through a sense of emptiness despite achievement, restlessness in moments that should feel fulfilling, fatigue without clear cause, a quiet longing for something unnamed. Spiritually, this longing is not a problem. It is a signal. To know what sparks the light in you is not to create something new. It is to remember something ancient. It is to rediscover what brings you alive, what deepens your presence, what expands your compassion, what quiets your mind, what connects you to meaning beyond yourself. This spark may appear in unexpected places. For one person, it may be creating, teaching, listening, healing, building, exploring, caring, learning. For another, it may be silence, nature, service, art, music, movement, contemplation. Spiritually, the spark is not defined by its external form, but by its internal effect. It draws you into presence. When you engage with what sparks your inner light, something shifts. Time becomes less rigid. Effort feels less forced. Your attention becomes steady. Your thoughts grow quiet. You are not trying to become something, you are expressing something that already exists within you. This is alignment. In alignment, action flows naturally. Creativity emerges spontaneously. Compassion arises effortlessly. Joy appears without condition. This does not mean that difficulty disappears, but even within challenge, there is a sense of meaning, a sense that what you are doing matters. Not because it impresses others, but because it reflects truth. Not everything that stimulates you will illuminate you. Some experiences excite the mind, but exhaust the spirit. Others may appear simple, even ordinary, but leave you feeling clear, grounded, open, energized, connected. To know what sparks your light requires discernment. It requires noticing what gives energy rather than drains it. What brings peace rather than agitation? What invites presence rather than distraction? This awareness grows through observation, through silence, through reflection, through willingness to experiment without judgment. Once you begin to recognize what sparks your inner light, the next challenge is honoring it, for the world may not always validate what awakens you. Your spark may differ from what is expected, diverge from what is popular, contradict what is rewarded. You may feel pressure to minimize it, delay it, hide it, replace it with something more acceptable. Yet spiritually, your spark is not accidental. It is an expression of the unique way in which consciousness seeks to move through you. To deny it is to dim the light you were meant to share. To illuminate the world does not require grand gestures. It does not require visibility, influence, or acclaim. Illumination occurs whenever your presence encourages truth, invites kindness, reduces fear, expands understanding, supports healing, This may happen through a conversation, a gesture, a creation, a decision, a way of listening, a way of being. When you live from your inner light, your actions carry a different quality. They are less reactive, more intentional, less self-protective, more compassionate. Your presence becomes a quiet offering. Spiritually, your light is not separate from others. When you illuminate your own path, you normalize authenticity, encourage vulnerability, demonstrate courage, inspire reflection. Others may see in your alignment a permission they have not yet granted themselves. Thus, your illumination becomes contagious, not through persuasion, but through example. Knowing what sparks your light is not a one-time discovery. It is an ongoing practice. Because the conditions that nourish your spirit may evolve. What once inspired you may change. What once energized you may quiet. Thus, tending your light requires attention, adaptability, honesty, rest, renewal. It may involve letting go of what once mattered, making space for what now calls, revising priorities, changing direction. In this way, illumination remains dynamic, alive, responsive. You may never fully know the effect of your light. A kind word may ease someone's grief, restore someone's hope, interrupt someone's despair. A creative act may shift someone's perspective, encourage someone's courage, validate someone's experience. A moment of presence may remind someone they are seen, remind someone they matter. Spiritually, illumination is rarely dramatic. It is cumulative, subtle, sustained. Ultimately, to know what sparks the light in you is to recognize that you are not the source of the light, but the conduit through which it moves. When you align with what is true for you, love flows more freely, wisdom expresses more clearly, compassion reaches more widely, and the world becomes incrementally brighter. Not because you sought to change it directly, but because you allowed yourself to shine. Permit yourself to notice what enlivens you. Protect what nourishes you. Engage with what awakens you. Release what dims you. Trust that your spark matters. Trust that your way of illuminating is needed. Trust that authenticity contributes more than imitation ever could. For when you know what sparks the light in you and live in alignment with it, you do not merely navigate the world, you brighten it. And in brightening it, you remind others of the light they carry as well.